Becoming a manager for the first time is exciting, but let's be honest, it's also nerve-wracking. Suddenly, you're not just responsible for your work, you're responsible for a whole team, and that can feel overwhelming. I've been there, and I can tell you, it's a big shift. Moving from an individual contributor to a leadership role is one of the toughest transitions you will make in your career. But with the right approach and mindset, you can lead your team effectively and earn their trust along the way. Hello, I am Shailesh Kantak, founder and CEO of Flexi Ventures Private Limited, an HR consulting firm that helps businesses build strong leaders and high-performing teams. After spending over 20 years in leadership roles and 10 years running my own company, I have mentored many first-time managers. I know how tricky it can be to find your footing. So if you are stepping into the management for the first time or preparing to, you are in the right place. In today's video, I'll walk you through a step-by-step guide for first-time managers. We will cover the essential things you need to focus on common mistakes to avoid and how to set yourself and your team up for success. Number one, embrace the mindset shift. The first thing you need to understand is that your role has fundamentally changed. As an individual contributor, success was measured by how well you did your tasks. Now, as a manager, success is measured by how well your team performs. You've gone from being responsible for your own output to being responsible for everyone else's. That means your focus needs to shift from doing to guiding, supporting, and developing others. Think of it like this: as a contributor, you are the player scoring goals. As a manager, you are the coach helping your team play their best game. This shift is crucial. If you are still trying to do everything yourself, you're going to burn out and your team won't grow. Number two, build relationships, not authority. One of the most common mistakes first-time managers make is feeling the need to prove their authority. But here's the truth. People don't follow titles, they follow people. Your team isn't looking for a boss who dictates. They're looking for a leader who listens, supports, and collaborates. In your first few weeks, focus on building relationships. Get to know your team members individually. Understand what motivates them, what challenges they are facing, how they prefer to communicate. Here's a pro tip. Set up one-to-one meetings with each team member. Don't jump straight into tasks. Ask questions like, what do you enjoy most about your role? What's something you wish could be improved? How can I best support you as a manager? These conversations build trust and show your team that you care, not just about the work, but about them as individuals. Number three, set clear expectations. One of the fastest ways to build credibility as a manager is by creating clarity. People perform best when they know exactly what's expected of them. Ambiguity leads to confusion, misalignment, and frustration. So from the start, be clear about team goals and priorities, individual roles and responsibilities, what success looks like. Now, how do you do this? Hold a kickoff meeting to discuss team objectives. Clearly define each person's role. Set short-term and long-term goals with measurable outcomes. When everyone understands their role and how they contribute to the bigger picture, productivity and morale will skyrocket. Number four, learn to delegate. One of the hardest things for a first-time manager is to letting go of the tasks they are used to doing themselves. But here's the thing, if you don't delegate, you will become the bottleneck. Your job isn't to do everything. It's to empower your team to take ownership. Start small, delegate tasks that aren't critical, and as you build trust, gradually hand off bigger responsibilities. And when delegating, be specific. Explain what needs to be done. Set deadlines. Clarify the level of autonomy your team has. Trust your team. Micromanaging sends the message that you don't believe they are capable, and nothing kills morale faster than that. Number five, give regular feedback, positive as well as constructive. Feedback is one of the most powerful tools you have as a manager. Without feedback, your team can't grow. Here's the thing, feedback isn't just for when things go wrong. Catch people doing things right. When you see great work, acknowledge it immediately. Positive reinforcement boosts confidence and encourages more of the same behavior. But don't shy away from constructive feedback. If someone is off track, address it early. Small course corrections prevent bigger issues down the line. And here's how to deliver feedback. Be specific. Don't say, good job. Say your presentation was clear and engaging. Great work on highlighting key data points. Focus on behavior, not personality. Address actions, not character. And make it timely. Give feedback as close to the event as possible. Number 6, lead by example. Your team will mirror your behavior. If you show up late to meetings, your team will too. If you cut corners, they will follow. But if you demonstrate hard work, integrity, and accountability, that's the culture you will create. Leadership isn't about words, it's about actions. Be the kind of employee you want your team to be. So here's what you can do. Be transparent in your decision making. Own your mistakes and fix them. Show empathy and emotional intelligence in tough situations. Number 7, handle difficult conversations with empathy. As a manager, you will eventually face difficult conversations, whether it's addressing poor performance or resolving conflicts. Avoiding these conversations only makes things worse. Your role as a leader is to confront issues head on, but with empathy and fairness. When handling tough situations, stick to the facts. Separate emotion from the discussion. Listen first. Let the other person share their perspective. Collaborate on solutions. Approach it as a partnership, not as a punishment. Remember, the goal is to improve, not blame. And finally, number 8, celebrate wins and milestones. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind, but celebrating small wins keeps your team motivated. When people feel appreciated, they stay engaged and give the best. Whether it's hitting a project milestone or someone's personal achievement, acknowledge it. Simple gestures matter. A thank you email, a shout out in a meeting, or a small reward can go a long way. Stepping into management role isn't about having all the answers. It's about being open to learning, building trust, and empowering your team to succeed. If you focus on communication, clarity, and empathy, you will not only thrive as a manager, but also build a team that drives success. If this video resonated with you, like, subscribe, and follow for more insights on leadership and entrepreneurship. This is Shailesh Kantak signing off. Until next time, keep leading with clarity and courage.